Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Still not sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Maybe one day. Good afternoon. Today is the 4th of May, this is Star Wars Day, and this is part 3 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around Shedfest 2024, promoted by the Auto Alex YouTube channel and others. This is part 3 of a slightly shambolic shuffle. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if there's wind noise, if I'm incompetent. I'm afraid that's just the way that it goes on this channel. So, like many people, I waited over 2.5 hours to get in to the event today in a queue, so we're going to have to go quite quickly because my time is now very, very limited. So, Mercedes-Benz 190e facelift. I don't know what engine that was in there. Someone please tell me in the comment section. Toyota, I think this is called a Crown Athlete, this one. Look at the typical kind of Japanese interior, which is sort of shoes for leather in favour of this sort of interesting kind of velour fabric and that kind of stuff. No beige leather unfortunately today, but we've already had some and we'll have some more later on, I imagine. There's a very happy chap there. Do we actually have a plate on here that is, yeah, it's a 2000 Toyota Crown Athlete V. No, can't talk about that scenic. Ooh, I really hope we can talk about this Alfa Romeo 159. That must be a personal plate as well, I think, because I didn't introduce them until about 2006 in this country, I think, from memory. Please say this is a nice engine. What's a TI? So it will be. Well, I think so. V6 turbo. It's like a Q7 or something, or a Q5. It's massive, isn't it? Then first generation BMW 1 Series. I think this is probably a personal plate on that. I don't think this version came out until a little bit later. Oh, it's an SQ5, that one. So yeah, I've driven the convertible version of one of these. It drove quite nicely actually. What is this? I can't read there. Mark IV Golf. I think it's probably not a petrol one, is it? Ooh, Fiat Panda Mark II, 1989 to 90. Let's see what version this is. The one I drove didn't have the spare wheel fitted like that. I drove that back in March. It was very popular on my channel for some reason. Seems you like these cars. Oh yeah, there's a similar one. There's a 1000 CL as well. Another MB MX5. 1998, 1999. Oh my gosh, look at... Oh, that's nice, viewers. Look at this. 1996 Vauxhall Astra 2-litre 16-valve Sport with a GSI engine from factory. I was going to say I get excited, but it is £6,500. 07715 278971. Danny, if you want this car, as Mr. Bill from the Fuel Punch channel says, this could be yours. I do like Mark III Astras very much, and this is very nice, but that I don't think particularly is a realistic price for something like this, even though it's nice. Got another Renault MX5. Actually, yes, it is a MX5 rather than Unos because of the badge. 90 to 1991. Another MX5 Unos. Oh, and then a Citroen C2. I mean, these are rare old beasts now, aren't they? These. This is the 2009. Oh, this one is the what's that? The SX2 model. Do apologise for the noise in the background, viewers. Nothing I can do about it. Someone's just decided that they want to play the stereo really loud in their Mercedes-Benz 190. Another Mark III Astra with a V6 in it. Goodness me, that is amazing. It's quite a late one, 1997, 1998. That'll be probably from like a Vectra or something. Don't know what's going on with this Volkswagen Lupo. Yeah. And then we've got this, I think, the car used to be called the Tercel. What it's called now, I don't know, but yeah, 17 plate. What on earth is this? What is this? I don't think I've ever seen one before. A Toyota Pro Box. There you go. We learn something new every day. And then Alpina badges on this Z3 and Alpina steering wheel. Maybe that's just like an accessory kit you could get for it. So I'm not familiar with an Alpina full version of one of these, but I could be wrong. It's 2000. Another one of these Unosis. Not the V6 swapping at this time. What's that? L's 93, 94. Mark 5 Golf GTI. I think it's a facelift one. Oh, look at this oh, wow. Oh yes, please look at this interior. That's amazing. A beige leather interior on GTI. I never thought you'd get such a thing. Amazing. Another one of these Silvias. What always get model code. Was it S14 or 15? These ones. By this stage, they stopped importing them over here officially. Yeah, that's nice. Also nice is this Volvo 240 with GLT wheels. Got windy windows though in that. 1986-87 Volvo 240 DL Estate. You don't even get a rev counter or electric windows in the front. But it is that's really good actually. That. My mother had one of these for 11 years when I was growing up, so I know them very well. 2002, 2003 Citroen Saxo VTR. Someone's put some interesting wheels on this. VTR was the sort of lower powered version, same 1.6 TU engine as the VTS, but I think they were about 100 horsepower. Early ones were a little bit less than that, I think. E46 BMW Touring, this is the 318i. Subaru, I think they were called not Legacy, but just the Outback by this stage, 2011. We can't talk about. Called out again. Right. E36, 32. Actually, let's go around the front of them as we pass them. That might be better. Yeah, so there we go. And then 1990-1991 BMW E30. That's nice, isn't it? Then a P2 V70 T5. Excellent. We like things like this, viewers. That's pre-faced. I don't know exactly what year that is. And look at T5 because you've got a big pipe going over the top of there. If it was a normal, like a 2.4, you wouldn't see that. Oh, a Volvo 850R. Yes, 1995, 1996 with a part beige leather interior and wood. As a Volvo Owners Club member myself, viewers, I get excited about things like that very, very much. That is rather nice, although the suspension would be a bit hard for me. This is increasing in value as sort of a walk around it probably. A lovely Sierra Cosworth hatch, 1986, 1987. That looks to be in superb condition. Not surprised really that people like these. That is rather nice. Next to Triumph Spitfire, there is a little bit more variety here than I thought there'd be actually. I thought it would just be like tons and tons and tons of the same cars, but it isn't quite like that actually. 1975 Triumph Spitfire. This could be the 1.5. That was the sort of year they changed them over on that plate. So it could be the 1300, could be the 1500, but the same standard SC engine that was in both of them, just slightly enlarged by the time that 75 came along. Do we have another Audi S1? Yes, we do. The other one we saw was one of the open top, wasn't it? This one is not. Yeah, then Mark 1 Focus RS 2002 to 3. It must be an early one. I think they only came out in 2003, so it'd be a very early one. Do you only really get a 5-speed gearbox in one of these? That's I suppose mildly disappointing. 2002 BMW Z3. I wonder if this is the 3-litre one. This is the one I've driven. It's got the 6-speed gearbox in it, so possibly. Oh, it's a 3-litre. Yeah, they're fun actually. These. James Martin from JML Cars very kindly let me drive his one in 2022. I was very grateful to him for that. Another NBM X5, which is good. Another E46. I mean, You do see quite a lot of the same sort of car, but you also see some others here. That wasn't me, viewers. That has got a Honda engine in it. K_swap Fiesta on Instagram. Hello to you. 2007 to 8. And then we've got a nice Octavia Vera. It's a very late one actually. I thought they was discontinued in 2004. Clearly not. It's a 2005 plate. I drove one of these last year. It was bright yellow. It was sort of fun really. And then I think this is a DC3 Integra Type R. They didn't sell this generation over here. They sold the previous one. So I might be completely wrong about model code of that, but I have seen those before. They're more popular in America as an Acura than they were here. 2003 to 4 R50 Mini Cooper. And then 2 Ford Orions, both Mark IIs, both gears. This is a later one, 1989 to 90. Forget if these are the correct wheels for it or not. Nevertheless, they're fantastic. Yeah, basically an XR3i engine in these. The Orions always appeal to me a lot more than the Escort because they're much less common. Same with this, also a 1.6 injection gear. This one's left-hand drive for some reason. That's interesting. Having just driven a Mark IV Escort recently, I would like to have a go in an Orion as well. That would sort of complement the two, wouldn't it, really, together? F2 BFG. This Ford kind of, it's F250. It's absolutely, utterly enormous. It's not that big. So Toyota Corolla. To get a model code for these, 2006, before the Yaris came out. Why they decided to get rid of the name, I don't know. They just kept it. This is the SR model. Then a Subaru Impreza. What does that say? Does that say STI or something else? Yeah, this is the Blob Eye. That's it, Blob Eye. No, so Hawkeye. I get really confused between Hawkeye and Blob Eye. Let's have Hawkeye. E34 BMW 5 Series. Facelift actually, 520. And first generation MR2. 1988 to 89 on an F. Next to a Unos 1991 and another Panda 100 horsepower. Which I have driven one of these. These belong to Mr. Bill of the Fuel Power channel, the one I drove. And they're pretty good. Another one of these is the E92 M3s, I think this is what they're called, from what I remember. Another one of these Suzuki Swifts. Is this a Sport as well? Probably. A little bit too firm a sport model for me, but you know, some people like them, don't they? Well, we've got a Skyline, but it's a saloon model. They did actually make saloons and the coupes. Just these actually be as common or favoured over here. So 2000, so it's an R34. 1998 to 1999 Honda Civic 1.6 SR Coupe. I really like these views. I've always wanted to try one of these. They weren't cheap and they weren't common back in the day, so to see one that's not totally rusty, it's fantastic. It's quite a nice looking K11 Micro as well. That's a lot nicer than most of them I've seen. Very late one, 2002, just the S model. Lupo GTI, that's immaculate, isn't it? It's very, very clean. Very clean indeed. Sort of contrast between this and the 107, but that's okay. They both equally do belong here. So it's called Shedfest after all. Actually, some of the cars here shouldn't be here at all. If just needed sheds here. Right, let's skip over that one and we move on to the Renault Sport Megane. I can't remember how much power these have. I think it's a 2 litre in these. It's a turbo. Someone's put a different gear lever in that. It's very clean, isn't it? Then a Toyota Auris. I don't know what's going on here. Rust Box Rally Challenge for British Art Foundation. Fantastic. Trying to fall over here, viewers. A Passat, but I think this is a very special one. Yes, it is an R36 Passat. B6, I think these are. Hello to Lil_Bugger on Instagram. Ooh, and this is an E46 with a beige leather interior. Beige leather interiors are very nice. So we should have wood though. We do like those. 320 Ci, another Volvo 940 Estate. Surprised there aren't more of these here actually, to be honest. It's got the 2.3 red block in it. 1997, 1998 on an R, so a very late one. Probably just before the celebration that came in. Another current generation GR Yaris, and why not? This is one of the sort of only Mark II GTIs I've seen here. I'd thought there'd be more of them. The wheels I think are off a Golf Rally, but I could be wrong about that, like I am about so many things. It's a 16 valve. Brilliant. 88, 89. And then we've got it's like an Integra as well or something. Let's have a look at the front. Yes, it is an Integra. I think some of them had a different front end. This is maybe Japanese one. I think in Europe we got a different front end for these. Oh, we didn't get the saloons either. Z4. Then a 7 Series. I forget the model code of these. This is one from Tomorrow Dies, isn't it? Like this. 740i though, rather than 750IL, which is one in the film. Pre-facelift 96, 97. Another Nissan 350Z. So a previous generation Polo GTI, facelifted one. I forget the model code of these now. I think it's like a 6C or something. 2015 to 16. Then an AMG engine cover on this W202 Mercedes-Benz C-Class Estate. The C43 AMG. I think it's a V8 in there. Early Mark II, sorry, Focus ST. Get that right. 2007. Then a Fiesta ST. Loads of those here. E21 BMW 3 Series. This might actually be the only one of these here. So 1982 to 83 on a Y. These had quite a bad reputation for handling back in the day. That's just a basic 316. Then it's a B5 generation Audi A4 1.8. I've driven one of these actually. It was exactly the same as this, but it was a silver one. It was a manual. This one's an automatic. Very heavily based on the same platform as the B5 Passat, and the first generation Skoda Superb. Oh, another one of these Honda Accords. I wonder if this has got the 2 litre or 2.4 in it. This is the Tourer version. Yeah, 2006-7, that's a facelift one. First generation Proton. This one is it's called a 1.5. It wasn't called the Saga in this country, it was in other places, but only the 1.3 and 1.5. It's got the triple valve engine. Later on, they were called the MPI. 1.5 GLS saloon, this one is. The one I had was a 1.3 GLS saloon. Another Panda 100 horsepower. Next to 2010 to 2011 Honda Insight. One of the only manual hybrids I've ever known. It's the Honda Insight of this generation. Obviously there were other Honda Insights as well. Triumph Dolomite Sprint. superb, and that's had a Honda engine put in it, so the slant fork is gone. And then another plate on it. I'm going to stand back from this Jaguar, otherwise I'm going to get a copyright strike or something. Yes, Jaguar XJR, we like these, the X300 version. Can't talk about that Volvo, and I'm in the owners club. Let's keep going. An MX-5 ND, this one is. It's the RC model, I think. I'll have to skip the 207cc because we can't talk about it, what engine's in it. The Hawkeye second generation Impreza. 2003 Volkswagen Golf Mark IV. I wonder if this has got an engine we can discuss. No, it has not. Never mind. Right, next. Let's go for this Jetta TX 1989 to 90. TX was sort of a bit lower than the GTI. Very, very rare cars though, like, unbelievably rare, really. Okay, let's go now to the next section. Let's have to work out how actually we cover all of this. Yeah, let's just focus on staying on this bit of the track, and then we'll have to go in the infield later, because otherwise we're just not going to get around anything, are we? Yes, Mark III Polo facelift, 2001. Jaguar S-Type. Now let's just make sure we can talk about this, because the interior looks very inviting. No. Nissan Cherry N12, 1985 to 86. Rather a sort of modified look, but I'm sure many of you like that sort of thing, don't you? It's before the N13 Sunny. 2002 to 3 BMW E46 Touring. Another one of these X300 Jaguars, and ooh, again with a beige leather interior. Very, very nice. Oh, it's nice. I love wood. Yeah, I like that sort of thing, viewers. That's very much the Sovereign model. Early 36 coupe here on a K plate. 1992, 1993. But we'll have to come back to that series in a bit. Volkswagen Corrado VR6, one of the very last, to be in 95 on an N. Classic colour for these, actually. Fantastic. Yeah, that's good. We deduct all that. Right, next bit. Have to go up there as well, won't we? Gosh, there's so much to see today. So much to see. Lincoln Town Car, 2000. With the biggest seats I think I've ever seen in any car. NC MX-5 2010 with a turbo. Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Discontinued in, I think, 2011. These were discontinued in these. That's actually got the original plate on it. So 2010 to 11, so a very late one. There's that turbocharged NC. See the turbo on the left hand side there. E39, yep. Know about those, you've seen a lot of those today. It's a 535i. So let's cover this bit as well. E61 I think these are called, BMW 5 Series, 545i version. That must be rare. Fender probably can't talk about. Honda S2000. There's probably two more of these here actually. That's a nice one. I think it's a facelifted one. Right, let's go up here. Not too much of this, but otherwise this video is going to be long anyway. But you know, we're only on part 3, which is nothing for me. Normally it's a lot more parts than that. Golf R possibly. Oh, Nissan 200 SX. Well, like this, viewers, that's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Still has my turbo 90 to 1991, and some pop-up headlamp action as well. Nissan Navara Nismo. This is a Pathfinder. Anyway, can't talk about it. What am I doing in filming it? Vauxhall Zafira B. Which we can't film either. Mark IV Escort with, I think those are early XR3 wheels, so the Mark III 1.3L. I've driven one very similar to this actually at Great British Car Journey just a few weeks ago. Right, check the back of the C46. No, let's talk about this Rover 2200 instead. So yes, a P6, a really late one, 1976-77, Rover 2200 TC. Yeah, one of the last of the P6s. Someone's upgraded the headlamps in there, which is a sensible idea. Also put something underneath to stop it dropping oil everywhere. Ooh, a Brera, 2009 to 10. Brera S Edition. I hope it's a petrol one, dude. Which it is. That is a tasty, tasty car, isn't it? Very nice. You need those parking sensors though. Porsche 928. 928S. Most of them are automatic. This one is as well. Got tartan seats in this one. It's quite an early one. Yeah, it's 80 to 81. It is relatively early. Right, we'll have to be careful about this Octavia. We'll go to the Lexus behind it because I know those weren't available with an engine we can't discuss. Yep. So IS. Let's see if this is a 2 or a 300, because it could be either. I did very much enjoy the 200 I drove recently. It's an automatic one, but they handle superbly, these. Such a nice car to drive. Quite a late one, 2003 to 2004. Another Lupo. There's tons of Lupos here today for some reason. Absolutely loads of them. Right, let's walk up the top and then make our way down. That was a long climb, viewers. But worth it, I think. Interesting track modified BMW here. I don't think that's a. Don't think that's the 4 Series. I think it's supposed to be a 2 Series. Ooh, 2007 Audi RS4 MRC. I don't know what it stands for. Who knows? That's very nice. Skoda Yeti. It's a late one, 2016 to 17. It's a petrol one as well. Well, that's a 1.8. NB MX5 Citroen AX. Now these are very rare. Very rare indeed. What's this is the 11 TRE. Pre-facelift 88, 89. Check the back of the BMW before we say anything. Check the rev count and what like. Let's have a look. Right, we'll move straight on to this GR Supra here that's had a BMW sticker put on it by somebody who recognises that this is based on the current generation Z4. I have driven one of these. It was a 3-litre manual. I think they've stopped selling this in this country now, which is a shame because they're nice. 2003 Mazda NB MX5. And that Mercedes is an E-Class from 2014 to 15. It's an E63 AMG. Honda CR-V first generation. These are rare now, aren't they? They're all rusted away. I think the only engine you could get in this country was a 2-litre. You could either have an automatic or a manual. This one's an automatic. I have got a second generation CR-V coming up on the channel at some point, because I've just been off one. Imagine this Discovery has an engine we can't talk about, so we'll go quickly. And then hello to Jeff.mx5 on Instagram. 96, 97 with some rather large wheels on it. Same year registration as this TVR Chimera. I think there's a Mark III Fiesta lights actually on that. 400, yes, lots and lots and lots and lots of power. Wonderful. This looks very familiar, this MX-5, but it's not the one I think it is. It's not that one. And then a BMW 6 Series.
Have you?
With very large alloy wheels. That's a beige leather interior, viewers. Or is it a cream one? I'm going to say it's beige and we've got some wood because that makes me feel better. Yeah, 645CI. I forget the model code for these now. Renault Sport Clio Mark II facelift, excellent. Very sort of light chuckable cars these apparently. A3, I don't know what engine's that in actually. We'll just maybe skip that, like we skipped that. Discovery. E30 BMW 3 Series Cabrio, very late. 92, 93. I can't remember when the E36 Cabrio came out. Probably about 93. This one's just the 318 automatic, so not the fastest one. And here is the next generation sitting right next to it. Again, an automatic one. Much larger wheels fitted to that one though. Seems to be like a BMW area down here. An E30, 1991. Z3. Have a look at this and see what it says on the back, if I can actually look at it. Oh, it's the 2.2. That white E30, I don't know. Cooper S Mini, 2005 to 6 by Miltech. Excellent power. Still supercharged though. And then yeah, we'll have to be careful about that 3 Series there. MBMX5. Oh yes, look at this. Oh, that is tasty. Wow. A Toyota Corolla with, I think, the same engine as the MR2 in it, and the A86. Well, this is not an A86. This is another model. I can't remember what these were called exactly. You could get these with the liftback as well. Oh yeah, FX82 it's called. There we go. That's what these are called. So rare these. It's 85 and Sam's FX82 on Instagram. It's not for sale. I don't blame you. Alfa Romeo 159, 2007 to 8, with cloverleaf bits on it. That one's a TI as well. And then we've got Mark III Polo action here, which reminds me of my first car, which was a Mark III Polo. That was a very, very standard one. It was a 1.4 CL in green manual from 1998. This one is the 16 valve version, so it's a bit more exciting than the 1.4, which only has 60 horsepower, so it's a bit slow. Vauxhall Aguila, is this the one that I've seen before about Jeff Price Cars Dino Day? It might be. Anyway, I think we shall leave it there. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this in the comment below, and we shall see you in part 4 for more incorrect information.